actually work with every single alligator that you're seeing here, and each of our alligators normally does about 1 or 2 shows a day. That way they can all take turns, don't get stressed or anything like that. Now the largest alligator that we have in our enclosure, he is actually this big guy sitting in the water over here. So we'll come over and talk about him a little bit. Hi, big guy. So he is this big guy right here. The tip of his nose is right there, and the tip of his tail comes way back over here. So if I pull up his tail, you'll see that his tail alone is about as big as I am. All right, so this is a very large animal. Now, he is over 10 feet long, weighs over 300 pounds, and he is jacked out of his mind, so I like to call him Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Now, he is a very impressive alligator, but unfortunately I'm not using him for your show based on the simple fact of I can't really move him. He's kind of big, but he is a very impressive animal. Now, being that he is the largest alligator in here, he's also the dominant male in the enclosure until I walk through that door. There's a lot of bad jokes here. You gotta work with me, guys. Jokes are going downhill. So I can't use them for your show, so I am going to grab a hold of a different alligator. Now, like I said, we do rotate them all through, so I am looking for a particular individual. So I'm going to grab a hold of this guy sitting over here, and we'll bring him up front so everyone's going to be able to see. Okay. Come here, big guy. Okay. You guys having fun yet? I just see a lot of phones like, yeah, he's gonna die. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up these jaws. Okay. Alright, so if you take a look inside that alligator's mouth, you will actually see 80 teeth in there. There are 40 teeth on the top and 40 teeth on the bottom, and they can actually break their teeth off, they grow them back, and they cycle through several thousand teeth in their lifetime. Now that does come in handy because of how hard that gator can bite down. A large alligator can close its jaws in an entire ton of force within that mouth. 2,000 pounds per square inch power. Y'all do not seem impressed with that number. Think about that. 2,000 pounds is enough power to easily snap any bone in your weak, fragile human bodies and literally flatten your skull. If you're not impressed by this, it is because y'all are on the wrong side of the glass. Now, even though they can bite down so hard, you can actually hold their jaws shut with just your bare hands, as you can see me do here. All that power is for closing, very little for actually opening. So remember, if we're ever about to be attacked by an alligator, don't run away, just turn around, grab the jaws, and you'll do great. Definitely kidding. Run for your life there, guys. But we have all these alligators in here for a reason, though. We are actually an alligator rescue, and these are all considered to be nuisance alligators that our team rescued. Now, a nuisance alligator is one that showed up in somebody's backyard, got in their swimming pool, he ate Fluffy, something like that. Now, once an alligator does eat somebody's dog, the state is going to send out a trapper to capture and kill the alligator, unless the dog he ate was a Pomeranian, and they just let him go to continue the good work. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, though, the state of Florida does kill several thousand of our nuisance alligators every year, and that is really sad because it's not the alligator's fault. It's usually a nuisance person who caused the problem, and by that I mean people who feed them. So once you feed him, 3 things happen. 1, he learns to associate you with the food. 2, you don't have the food. 3, you are the food. And that's why it's against the law to feed them. Now, once an alligator does become a nuisance alligator, by law, it has to be either killed or kept in captivity. Therefore, most trappers simply kill and sell the alligators to make money. However, myself and the other team members here are the only strictly non-kill trappers in the state, and therefore, instead of killing the alligators to make money, we volunteer our time to rescue these alligators for free. So what we're doing here, we do our shows with these nuisance alligators instead of it being turned into a handbag, which you appreciate that, right, big guy? Yes, he does. That's what we considered an alligator rescue, because every single alligator that you've seen here would have sadly been destroyed if they were not here with us. Now, alligator wrestling is not like wrestling in a ring. You do not hurt, headlock, or body slam the alligator. It's actually technique.